Hey, this is Eric again with ILUMINAR Lighting, back to you with another light fixture to talk to you about, and this time we're actually going to talk about the iL1 family of lights. We have the iL1C, which is right here. It's a 330 watt, and then we have the iL1 530 watt and the iL1 660 watt. Now these three fixtures that we offer are a greenhouse lighting fixture. What does that mean? What's the difference between an indoor fixture and a greenhouse fixture? Well, it has to do with what we call a shadow footprint, and this is constructed in a low shadow footprint. The difference between this and say one of our other fixtures is obviously a larger construction would take up more space, and more light in a greenhouse would not be able to penetrate the top of the canopy. So you want to create something slim and lean so that it can fit under potentially structure that's already available in a greenhouse, like gutterways or beams. And that's why this has such a slender and narrow profile. This goes underneath those beams, so when there is cloud cover and sunlight is not penetrating the canopy, this is able to supplement light and add to that necessary canopy light that you need without creating that large shadow over the canopy. This light is the iL1C, the 330 watt, and there's not too many differences between this and its bigger brothers and sisters. The biggest difference is actually the length and the number of LEDs. Now on this fixture alone, you can see it's not that wide, almost about 3.5, maybe 4 feet wide. And there's actually over 1,000 LEDs right across here. We have a number of SMD LEDs as well as a handful of red LEDs to increase your spectrum overall. This fixture itself is a full spectrum fixture. It's a 2.6 efficacy, so you're actually getting a lot of efficiency from the amount of light that you're giving off if you compare this with a standard traditional HID fixture that you would have in a greenhouse. One of the other great things about this fixture is its actual construction here. You'll notice that the fixture itself, where the LEDs are placed, are actually off the driver. A lot of LEDs have integrated drivers, and the driver does create a little bit of like thermal dissipation, so it's actually off, letting off a heat, and you want to keep that away from the LEDs because the whole point of the longevity of these LEDs is to keep them cool. So this design actually has a lot of thermal dissipation in all of these heat fins right here, and unlike a couple other of the bar LEDs that are just a flat panel all the way across, there's actually a split right there in the middle. And that split actually allows heat to actually pass through the middle of the fixture. So as you have cool air here and light coming off it, cool air will be actually pulled through the center of the fixture, doing a little bit of like induction cooling, allowing even more thermal dissipation and allowing the fixture to cool down. Some of the other features on this fixture would be the ability to daisy chain this fixture. So this is just like our X series LEDs with a snap lock power connection on both ends. This is daisy chainable, so you can go from fixture to fixture. Depending on your voltage, consult with your electrician on how many you can actually hook up in your facility given the voltage you're using. But the fixture is using a IP67 connections on all of these, so they're like a marine grade connection. That is also with our controller connection that is right here, which is a 2-wire 0 to 10 volt control. That way you can actually control this fixture and turn it on or off and dim it to your necessary needs in your environment. And which is really great because in some cases inside of a greenhouse, you don't need the full potential of that light. So if you have the 660 watt and you have a little bit of cloud cover, sometimes you only need to turn that fixture up to 50% for a short period of time. That way your greenhouse is at its peak efficiency and not overusing power and the full potential of the fixture when it's not needed. But when the sun does go down, if you have to extend your photo period, turn that thing all the way up and you can get the full potential out of the fixture and the necessary photon or canopy UMOL needs that you need. And once again, whenever you guys do that type of thing, you guys can always reach out to ILUMINAR. We do provide free light layouts to our commercial and hobbyist markets that if they do need to know, hey, what do I really need? Where does this need to be placed? We can actually assist you with that. So one thing that we will be doing, it will be potentially an inline change in 2022, is we will be changing this feature to one minor detail, is we'll probably be getting rid of the serial or daisy chain feature on that, and we'll be going to a cable logic system. So you'll see a little bit more robust plug system over here, but it doesn't change anything with how the fixture functions itself. What it does do is it gives the added benefit of cable logic. And what's that big difference? Well, in a daisy chain fixture, where power is going from one to another, if this is the first fixture in the series and for some reason, say this catches a power surge and this fixture fails, every fixture down the line fails. Once we go into a parallel setup, when we've gotten rid of that other cable system and we go to cable logic, you go into a parallel, which would allow the fixture actually to perform as an independent. So if the first fixture goes out, the other fixtures would still stay powered. Much bigger benefit in a active grow versus a parallel daisy chain setup. It's just one of those things we're constantly trying to improve for our customers. So look out for that. It'll probably be in late Q3, Q4 that we will have that added to our features, but just another thing that we're trying to constantly improve our products for our customers out there. And as always, feel free to shoot information back to us, and we're willing to take them into consideration and even make improvements to our fixtures to make them, once again, better and better for our consumers in the market. So that covers everything with the iL1 fixture. If you do want to know additional things about this fixture, please go to ILUMINARlighting.com, where you can actually download a spec sheet with all the vast details about this fixture. If you do have direct questions, feel free to call us anytime. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe for future videos and the alerts. It'll notify you when our new videos come out. And as always, we appreciate you guys for attending. See you guys in the next video.